What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. Okay. Storytelling in a video game is a very important element of the game, but because it's a video game, to me, gameplay is more important. Not to mean that you deny, storytelling or the story as a whole, but the gameplay, really matters. I feel that a game like A Plague's Tale Requiem did it perfect, where the story was great and amazing, and then the gameplay fit. It fit the actual narrative. It made sense. Okay. The Last of Us to me did the same thing. Like the gameplay was great and the story was great as well. Okay. Now games like Elden Ring and games like Scorn, games where the story you have to find a story in the game. Those to me are hit and miss. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do like a straight narrative driven game that tells me exactly what the story is from start to finish. But if you're going to do that, the story needs to be good and it's got to make sense. Naughty Dog for the most part has done a great job of being able to tell stories. And when they focus on gameplay, they do a great job of focusing on gameplay. Like to me, the what is it? The Nathan Drake collection, right? Those games to me, I preferred the gameplay more than I actually preferred the story of those games. But now, I think it was one of the developers or somebody from Naughty Dog said that they want to explore making games the same way that Elden Ring tells its story. They said something to the effect that they trust that gamers are have enough trust in gamers to find the story of the game by just the lore of the game and just playing throughout the world and the environment and all that other stuff. This is not a bad thing, but something about this makes me feel cautious. I can't put I can't put my finger on it as to why, but it makes me feel cautious. It's almost like you don't want to tell artists to stick to what they know, right? You don't really want to box an artist in, right? Or somebody with talent. But it's almost like when Little Wayne tried to make a rock album. There was a time when Little Wayne had conquered rap music. Like you couldn't you if you made a song and Little Wayne took it and put it on a mixtape, that was no longer your song anymore. People would know the Little Wayne song to whatever rap song you had. It was that bad. And he was feeling himself so much. He was doing so great, just making hits after hits after hits, throwing out hits, that he decided that let me try this in rock and roll. And it was a disaster. That album maybe has two good songs on it. The one with Eminem, No Love, and maybe another one. Naughty Dog has been on a rampage of hits, whether you like it or not, whether you like single player, over the shoulder, third person, it doesn't matter. Their games are good. It is what it is. So it makes sense that they want to tackle a new challenge and branch out and do something different. But if I was them, I would just be cautious. Sometimes it's not as easy as it looks. It's not as easy as it looks. I'll be the first one to tell you that I wasn't a huge fan of Elden Ring. Yet somehow that game was able to keep me engaged for over 24 hours. I can't tell you at all what the story's about. Not one single bit. But somehow the game kept me engaged for over 24 hours. There's a different level of talent and skill to be able to do that. I can see why people stop playing Scorn. I can see it. I can see why people stop playing Deathloop. I can see it. But 24 hours in a game that, if you ask me what the game is about, I have no idea. Yeah, I can tell you that I enjoy those 24 hours. Is a different level of talent. All the Naughty Dog games that I've played and beaten, I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the journey that they took me through. Never have I gotten lost in one of their worlds and just gotten lost and forgotten about the story. I'm just cautious, that's all. Let's see what they come up with. Maybe it's time for something new and refreshing. This is what we always ask for, right? We say that PlayStation has the same type of games, right? Well, here's Naughty Dog trying to do something different. I rock with it. Let's see what happens. Doc Dog 1985, there's levels to this. Let me know what you guys think. We out. Peace.